After a long and at times uncertain lead-up, the America's Cup regatta starts this week, with 4 teams competing for their chance to race for sailing's most coveted trophy. Today, teams and their families gathered at Auckland's Viaduct Harbour for a dawn ceremony, followed by the official opening of the race village. 3 challenger teams are taking part, as well as defender Team New Zealand, with racing due to begin on Thursday. Amy Williams and camera operator Dan Cook were there for the ceremony.
Several hundred people gathered for the official opening, with Auckland's clear blue sky and sparkling harbour as the backdrop. Ngāti Whātua Ōrākei blessed the village and welcomed the overseas challengers of the Cup with a pōwhiri and karakia. Although no international tourists are here for the regattas, many families of those working for the challenger teams are here to show their support. Ubaldo Bruni completed managed isolation after arriving from Italy a few months ago. His dad's a helmsman with Luna Rossa Prada.
It was pretty nice because we did the quarantine, which was a bit tough, but now it's amazing. And like talking to the people from Italy, and they're in lockdown, and so it's a blessing, yes.
He's been attending high school in Auckland.
I'm doing correspondence from Italy, and then I went to school here to know some people. And but it finished a week ago, so yeah, nice.
Candela Fernandez is also here supporting her dad, who works for American Magic as a lawyer.
Yeah, I've been here for 2 months too, and I go to school here, and I'm doing some work from Spain to catch up, but yeah. Fun.
She hopes to travel around New Zealand with her family after the Cup final.
Yeah, we're planning to maybe go to the South Island after the races are finished, and that would be really nice, yeah.
The government's contributed $136.5 million, and Auckland Council has contributed $113 million to the America's Cup event and infrastructure. Auckland Mayor Phil Goff admits he worried earlier this year the global pandemic would be too big a headwind for the Cup.
I've got to say, in the last year, I wondered whether all of that effort that we had put in would be lost as COVID-19 swept the world. So when we are here to open the races today, it is a cause for celebration. That we are sitting here, I'm looking around the crowd, I don't see a face mask, I don't see any social distancing, because you're safe not to do that at the present time.
After speeches, each team was introduced and all 4 stood side by side for a photo and watched a haka. Ord Sasari is here to support American Magic, the team her husband works for. It was the first time she'd experienced a traditional Māori welcome.
The multicultural atmosphere here is something very special, and I think for everybody, especially for kids too, to see these different cultures and to be part of it, it's very nice.
She's glad to be here, having stayed in managed isolation with her children, who have been attending a local school since they arrived.
It's not quite an experience to stay in the hotel for 2 days, but we're very grateful to be there, so it was nice to be there at the end, to have the opportunity to be here now.
After the opening ceremony, America's Cup Minister Stuart Nash took a tour of the Team New Zealand base.
This is really high tech. So, these aren't yachtsmen designing a yacht. These are engineers designing a yacht. It blows your mind, actually. I had no idea.
He'll be on a spectator boat to watch Saturday's racing and reckons the events will attract people to the city.
I think this will capture the imagination of New Zealanders because it's different. The races are short, they're 25 minutes as opposed to 2.5 hours. You can watch it from the shore, so it's a real spectator sport. And there's a hell of a lot to do down here as well. So this will be the place to be when the yachting is on. I have no doubt about that. So I'm expecting Kiwis to travel.
The America's Cup trophy was on display at the Viaduct Harbour this morning for passers-by to see. At the end of the ceremony, the 4 teams headed back out on the water for one final day of practice racing before the Prada America's Cup World Series starts on Thursday, leading into the first weekend of racing. For Checkpoint, Amy Williams.